Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast episode. My name is Alicia Gogan, the host of the Glow Up Secrets podcast, where I help you expand your mind and become more self-aware so that you can glow up into the best version of yourself. I wonder how many of you actually know the full title or the full intro, I should say, and say it with me. I really wonder because I be just saying that on a whim, like out and about when I'm out with my friends. It just comes out like it's word vomit at this point. Anyways, how are we doing? This episode, you might have noticed, is on a Monday. Listen, we are going to do 2 episodes a week and we're going to see how it goes, okay? A lot of you guys had asked me, or you said yes when I had asked if you guys wanted 2 podcast episodes. 1 episode where it's more chit-chatty. It's giving off-topic vibes. It's giving multiple things, random things that we're going to be talking about, things that I've maybe have learned, things that are going on in the world, things that I'm going to ramble on. And listen, it's not like the other episode is not going to be a ramble, you already know. But the second episode, I'm going to keep it on Thursdays for now. I think that will still work. I don't want to change things too much. It will be just one topic. You guys know I'll still go on rants, but it will be one topic. So we're going to see. I do want your guys' opinions. I keep asking, I keep doing the polls, I keep asking on Instagram, but I just want to keep hearing the feedback and how you guys like things. But overall, you guys wanted 2 episodes, which I totally get. I'm that person when I listen to podcasts where sometimes, like even like the healing ones or the self-improvement podcasts, I kind of just like to listen to them just to give me, like, just get me in the energy of just the right mindset. Sometimes it's not even about, like, let's say somebody's giving tips or a journal prompt or 3 steps to do this and now you have to go take action. Sometimes I'm not even doing the action. I'm just listening because it just gets me in a certain vibe. So I hope I do that for you guys. I think I do for the most part. So anyways, if you're watching on YouTube, I decided to hold my mic today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm waiting for the new chair. It is still, I don't know, it's en route. I still don't really know what's going on, but hopefully it will be soon and then we can kind of do something with the office space, even though I really am. Like, I'm not minding filming in my living room, but it's just, I want everything to be set up properly where they need to be. And I want to be in a comfy chair. Like this chair is not comfortable for me. Sorry if you're listening on audio, but oh my gosh, are we not all going through it? Are we not all going through it? Okay. Mercury was in the microwave. It was hot. It was steamy. It was freaking blowing things up, honestly, as it usually does. I am filming this on a Friday, so essentially things are out of the microwave at this point. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I just mean Mercury's in retrograde. Well, at least I guess it's not in retrograde anymore. And I don't really know much about that. All I know is communication is always off. There's usually technical issues. There's a lot of energetic shifts happening around that time. And I definitely feel that. I mean, I've gone through so much in the past like 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, like very, very needed things that I needed to go through. And I'm now at a point where I'm feeling very expansive. There's still many things that I got to go through, but listen, I know you guys are with me, whatever it is. So just know that you are not alone if you've been going through it, if things haven't been working out or things have been stressful or you've been feeling lost or you've been feeling whatever. I did actually post a mental reset or mental health reset video. The title is, what did I make it? You are going through it right now, and here's how to get out. So if you need an hour-long vlog of advice, if you're really at a low point in your life right now, please go to the main channel. And if you didn't know, I have a main channel YouTube channel. That was a mouthful. And it's just my name, Alicia Gogan. But yeah, we're all going through it, but I do feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And if you don't feel like that, I'm here to tell you that there's light at the end of the tunnel, my friend. And I think today it's like really sunny out, so it feels like there's even more light. So I don't know. I'm just having a good day. You know, despite everything that's been going on, I'm having a great day. But with thinking about some of the things that I have been going through in this Mercury retrograde or whatever, I say whatever way too many times. I say like too many times. I ramble too many times. We get it. I'm trying to work on it. Okay, guys? Listen, if you don't know, I edit my own videos, so I am highly aware of all the imperfections that is me. But you know what? We're going to keep going. Anyways, I was thinking, like, what should we talk about on the podcast today? There's a few things. One of the things that I wrote down is something that I needed to learn, like, in the past 2 weeks, which was to stop complaining so much. Listen, I am very aware that complaining doesn't get you anywhere, but then I will slip into the abyss of complaining sometimes. And it's not even like complaining to other people, but maybe it is. But even just to myself. And what I mean is just like, there'll be something going on in your life that's just obviously not the best, not favorable. And then why am I out here complaining about it and talking about it and ruminating about it and stressing about it when I can simply put my focus on something else? Now, I know it's not as easy said than done, or it's easier said than done, but I even made a TikTok, actually, a very quick TikTok this morning. And I was like, maybe just for like a minute or like 5 minutes, you could not think about the thing, whatever that thing is. We all know the thing that we're just all, down about right now. We could for a moment not think about that and let that dictate our happiness for the day. We could do that. Okay. And we like to choose to continue to complain, continue to just ruminate, continue to just talk about the thing that we don't want. But it's like, girl, enough. So anyways, that's what I've learned this week is to actually just stop. Can you just not? And that's me to me. Anyways, also, I do think that I'm a liar. And this is what I mean. I've said on multiple podcasts that I don't really spend time on TikTok, like very, very rare. And I do want to stand firm on half of that statement. But there are times where I go on TikTok and I scroll, but this is, you know what it is? And not me backing myself out of a hole. Listen, I can't just like ever just be wrong, clearly. Maybe I think I have an issue with being wrong for sure, but whatever. It is what it is. It's my podcast. So I'm just going to walk myself out of this hole right now. The reason why I usually say, oh, I don't really spend a lot of time on TikTok and I don't like to scroll, it's not good for my mental health, whatever, is because I definitely do not view the content that spirals me the way that it used to, the way that I used to back in the day when I would scroll on TikTok. So I'd always watch content on TikTok where it was just like either toxic dating relationship type of advice or things that just made me feel like crap about myself. Maybe it was like really pretty girls dancing or just like skinny girlies or just like hot people or whatever it is, just very surface level stuff. And so I realized like that doesn't make me feel good. So I'm going to not. I feel like that was like the original TikTok algorithms at one point. And now there's so many things that you can watch on there. So with that said, I do not watch that kind of stuff. I do not watch things that really make me feel like crap. And if I'm on TikTok and I scroll and I feel, you can literally just tap into your feelings for 1 second on TikTok and you will know whether this piece of content is going to do good for you or do bad for you, depending on how you're feeling. And so if I ever feel like anything, which is just me hearing whatever somebody's talking about, I just scroll. I just, no, thank you, not interested. So I will say that, but I sometimes will go on TikTok, but when I go on it, I'm honestly I love to watch funny videos. I love to watch dancing videos or just like cool things, nothing that's going to trigger me or whatever. But I will say it still makes me not feel the best though. So I have to be very careful with how many times I do this. I would say maybe once a week, I go onto TikTok and I scroll. And lately that's because I have been more interested in posting on TikTok. But I don't know. I also just think it's fun when you actually do watch really funny videos. Like I love watching, this sounds really bad. I don't like watching children. Okay. But I just like watching the funny ones. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched the trend where the parents take a photo of a really ugly, scary looking woman in jail. And then they put the photo on there as like a green screen. And then they're recording the video and they bring it to their child and they're like, hey, Anna, do you want to meet your teacher? Like, we're going back to school. This is like around back to school, right? We're going back to school. Like, you're going to meet her tomorrow. Do you want to say hi? She wants to say hi to you. And then they go and they're like, yeah, I want to say hi. And then they look at the photo and they're like, Mom, she's ugly or whatever they say. And it is hilarious because children are so incredibly just blunt about things. It is so funny. And you know what? I do think that I have that part of me still to this day where I'm a little bit more on the blunter side. But I don't mean that in a mean way. Like I'm not mean to people though. And I don't even necessarily mean that in terms of other people's looks or anything. I'm not really that person that's like judging people's looks or whatever. I didn't really even come from just a hometown or a background where we were criticizing people or people had to look super perfect. Like I didn't really, that's not how I'm raised. I don't care really about that. But I don't know. I just think that sometimes I am very blunt and I will say what I mean. And I think that's why a lot of people like me. And like even in my personal life, like I'm usually the person that will say what everyone is thinking. But the reason why I don't have an issue with that is just because I know what I'm saying is essentially right. And I don't necessarily, it depends on what we're talking about, but I'm saying it because I know it's the truth, but also I'm saying it because I'm not saying the truth so that other people could like me or so that I can speak for everyone else. But I just know if I'm saying something truthful, it's also because most people think the same way. So I don't mind saying it. I don't know. I've always kind of been like that though. But I will say when I was younger, I definitely was a bitch. And I actually mean I was not a bitch to people. I never bullied people. Like I wasn't hurtful or mean to people, but I was just simply a bitch. And I was a bitch. And this is just a few years in high school. I mean, high school's only a few years, but I was because I was very miserable as a kid. And I think that I was just taking out a lot of my anger. Not really. I was never really actually being angry to people, but just very not approachable. And that was definitely the anger that I was feeling towards my parents at that time. I was going through such a hard time in my life. And then I had a friend group where there was this one girl. She was like the main mean girl. I was like in the mean girls type of, it was bad. But I really don't, I don't even want to say the mean girls because we weren't actually like the mean girls in the video, in the movie. Like we didn't go out of our way to belittle people or to be mean to girls or make fun of people. It wasn't like that. It was just very much so not approachable, very mad at the world type of girlies. But I still was able to socialize because I was also a very good kid and I had very good levels of like knowing how to socialize with people. So I did have friends and stuff, but I do think I just fell more on that side. But I had this one friend in my group and she was a bitch. I hope she's not listening to this. I've not talked to her in years. And then we had another girl in our friend group and she was really, really, really quiet, but she was also we were all just going through it. Okay. So I don't know. Fun fact about me, I was kind of a bitch. But the reason why I'm saying that is because I think that I kept that bitchiness in a sense of bluntness, of just saying what I feel. So I'm not mad about that. I'm definitely not mad about that. So anyways, that TikTok trend was so freaking cute. And there's two more TikToks that I want to quickly talk about because why not? So obviously I'm a hypocrite and I'm on TikTok, but I posted, that's when you know I'm on TikTok, by the way, is if you go on my story and you see that I've posted a TikTok. That's when you know I've been scrolling. That's when you know I've been lying through my teeth. So I'm going to just play. I don't even know. I'm just going to put my phone up to the speaker so you guys can hear. I think it's just so funny. And I think some of you guys have been on TikTok. You probably have listened to this. But I just think it's so, we all need to have this energy every single morning. And if you do not have it, then go back to sleep. I don't care. So anyways, I'm going to play it.
Up in the morning, I look myself at the mirror. I say, I'm handsome. I am blessed. Victor is highly favored. He's cute enough. He's just blessed. So when I come outside, I don't care if you're going to tell me I'm smart. I already know I'm smart. I'm smart. I don't need anybody's opinion. Me, I'm blessed. And it's truth. It's the facts that rely on the Bible. I don't need anyone's opinion. So title does not matter. What matters is in me.
I'm dead. So I don't know where that is from. It's obviously some person that's interviewing this kid. I don't even know what country, where he's from, but he's a young kid and he has the most confidence within himself. Like sitting here being like, Victor is highly blessed. Like I am good enough. I do not need to change. I already know, like I'm smart enough. I'm everything enough. And it's just like, that is the beautiful essence of when you are a child and you don't even know any better. You essentially are residing in this energy of I'm good enough until society wants to put all of these things back on you. And it's so rare that you even ever see anyone even believe anything remotely positive about themselves like that. And that's why that video is so viral. And that's why people are so drawn to it, because they're like, yes, like, oh my gosh, I wish that I could look at myself like highly favorable. Like, I'm smart enough. I'm good enough. I don't need to change. I am good how I am. I love myself. People love me. That is the goal. That is the freaking goal. And I think I said this, I don't even know what episode I said this on, but maybe my self-concept new version of you for the fall season on my main channel. But I was saying, you know, when we want to think about becoming this it girl and romanticizing our lives and looking in the mirror and just like loving ourselves, you know, that's okay to do, right? I feel like there's this unspoken rule where it's like we shouldn't hype ourselves up, or we are egotistical or a little bit of a narcissist if we hype ourselves up and we look in the mirror and we say, I'm highly favorable and I'm good like I am and I don't need to change. Imagine that. Imagine not having to change. Imagine not having to consistently work on yourself like a project. And listen, this goes against all of the content that I put out, right? Because I literally help you guys transform your lives. But there is always an ebb and flow through a healing journey or your journey of life in general. And one of those ebbs is understanding when to just be okay with yourself and put your hands up and be like, you know what? I'm going to just go outside today and not watch another self-help video or not try and find an answer to my issues that I'm telling myself that I have, just to be okay and just tell myself like, I'm good. I'm freaking good. Right now I'm doing that even in my life when it comes to hard things in my life, experiencing the ebbs and flows of hardships. Not really, like I'm not going through crazy hardships right now, but like I was talking about in the beginning. And I said this in the video that I posted today about the mental health reset. I was just talking about how, you know, it's okay that you're not okay. Like we can just normalize just being not the happiest, or, you know, shit hitting the fan, or things not working out, or you not having the answer, or you feeling lost in life. I feel like what makes that actually worse is us resisting the fact that this is happening, resisting negative emotions, being mad at ourselves that we're even experiencing this. Understand that there's just going to be imperfections in life. And when you understand that you're imperfect, then life actually becomes like that kid. Like you start to experience things like, I'm good where I'm at. I'm so amazing. And you end up just being in the present moment and you just end up living. Imagine that. Imagine that, girls, living. Wow. What a freaking concept. So anyways, I really love that TikTok. That was super freaking cute. There was another one. I'm just going to play it as well. I might as well.
How do you stop yourself from getting stressed?
Just don't think about stressful things.
What gets you out of bed every morning?
Just the alarm clock.
So if you didn't hear that, he asked him, how do you stop yourself from getting stressed? And he just said, just don't think about stressful things. And then he asked him, what gets you out of bed every morning? And he had to stop and pause. And he was like, just the alarm clock. And again, this is another video that's been going pretty viral. And it's just, sometimes it's that simple. Sometimes it is that simple. What gets you out of the bed? Because, you know, obviously that question was kind of like, you know, is there anything that's motivating you, or do you need anything? You know, is it a person that gets you motivated to get out of your bed, or is it probably, you know, maybe it's your morning coffee or your playlist or your whatever. And it's like, no, it's just my alarm clock and I wake up. That's it. Like, I don't need all of these external things to just get me out of bed, and it needs to be this big thing. Or, of course, how to stop stressing about things. Stop thinking about stressful things. It's actually that simple. Like what I was saying before, like we actually have so much more power than we think to just not stress ourselves out. So I have been loving being on TikTok. Let me know what your favorite TikToks are currently, what side of TikTok you are on. Right now, I'm definitely on young baby TikTok, where these children are just making me actually want to cry and laugh and have my own children 4 times, maybe 5, 6 times over. One day I will do that. I don't think that I would ever like do the posting thing, but yeah, been really loving TikTok recently. And also, I actually can't believe that it is essentially 2 weeks into September and October is around the corner. And then once October is here, like It's done. Summer's done. We are in our Gossip Girl eras. This is the thing. Are we watching Gossip Girl? Yes or no? I need to know because I don't really want to be watching it by myself, but I feel like it's a tradition to watch Gossip Girl during the fall time. I remember maybe 5, 6, oh my gosh, maybe 7 years ago. I actually don't remember. I didn't grow up actually watching Gossip Girl until later in my life, and then everyone was talking about it, and then I watched it, and then I got super addicted to it, and then I bought every single DVD that they have. So I have every season, although I don't have a DVD player, I don't think I have one. So I need to know where to watch it, and I need to know if everyone else is watching it, yes or no, because I just think it's a tradition, and then maybe we could talk about it more. I freaking love Gossip Girl, and I'm ready for the fall. I'm ready for fall drinks. I'm ready for fall photos. I'm going actually tomorrow morning. I'm going to go to Spin with my friend, and she's another content creator, and she found this really cute. It's not giving Met steps. It's not giving Mets. Okay. It is giving like, I don't know, this old schoolyard. It's actually a law school. It's Osgoode Hall in Toronto. And it's really cute. It's like a bunch of stone, whatever. It's definitely giving fall. So we're going to go there and take photos. So if you see me with any fall content, then you will know that that's where I was at. And I cannot wait for everything fall. So let me know what you guys are doing. I do definitely want to talk more about content creation, finances, maybe more healing things, but that's just going to depend on where we're all at. I really do try and make content depending on literally consciously like where we are all at on an energetic level. That was really so many words for no reason. So if I don't feel like we need this huge episode on healing our inner childs and working on ourselves, then that's when I will make a video on something that is not as heavy-hearted in a way. So I think that's how I like to make content, because that's also how I like to live my life. Like I'm not always healing. I'm not always going through something, and I don't think that you guys are too, and I don't think that it needs to be that. So please let me know what type of content that you want. I'm also still going to think about different segments and different ways that I can structure this extra bonus episode. So this is just the first one. I was like, I have to film it today because I'm gonna have a busy weekend. I'm also gonna be making candles on Sunday with my friend. So the fall activities are here. I'm getting invited to so many more events and things are moving. But I'm going to go to Balzac's Coffee in Distillery District, and I'm going to sit down and I am going to write out all of my content ideas for the podcast, for my YouTube, for TikTok, for everything. And what else do I have to do? I'm working on my program. I did finish my book. I know that I told you guys I finished my book, and I did, but we were going through all the edits, but it is finally sent in, and we're gonna get it back to see if there needs to be any final edits, but I don't really think that like there's not going to be really much any more changes. So now it's all about the marketing. I'm most likely going to have an event happening maybe in January or February, depending on when the book is actually going to be launched, and that'll be in Toronto. So that'll be really fun. If you guys live in Toronto, y'all are definitely gonna have to come out. I definitely will not be reading a chapter of the book though. Just know that's not happening. I can't. There's just no way. I'm going to mess up my words and get really nervous. So anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode. I know it was like pretty short, but this is the thing. I didn't think too much about the structure of this episode because I didn't want to get in my head and then not film this and then me not actually post on Monday because I only have today to post. So I was like, you know what? Just talk about whatever you want to talk about, and then you can go later and start making all of the plans. And I think this is something important to hear. Sometimes you just need to take action and understand that over time you are going to perfect your craft. The next bonus episode will probably be even better than this one because maybe it'll be more structured, or maybe I'll have certain topics and more things to talk about, or fun, whatever it is. I don't know how I'm going to come up with it, but I think sometimes we get in our own heads and then we sit on things for too long. And I always bring it back to thinking about people who ask me about becoming YouTubers. They're always asking me different tips, how to start, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you just have to start. Your first video is not going to be perfect, and bring your community along with you if you have it in the beginning, or if you don't, doesn't matter, but your community is going to come and see you evolve. You guys have seen me evolve so many times, different places that I've been in, different topics that I've been talking about. everything, even my YouTube channel, it's always evolving. So for me personally, if I'm, holding off on things because I'm trying to make them perfect, that's when I know I just need to make it and just do it, because me taking that action is going to allow me to make a better episode. But it's like, normally you'd be thinking, well, how do I make the first episode the best episode? But it's like your first episode is not going to be the best episode, because you need to make the not so good version first to make that other, or the multiple episodes to come, even better in a way. Okay? That's my rant. Also, just know my one-on-one coaching is open. So you can go down the link in the bio or wherever the show notes are, whatever you're watching this on, and you can work with me one-on-one if you'd like. I also have my journal guides, Heal to Manifest guide, and the Inner Child Discovery Journal Prompt guide. I also have the Abundance Mindset guide as well. I opened that back up because I don't know why I even took that off. I don't even know if I realized I did that or not. I don't know. So lots of things if you need. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I will see you, or you will hear me, on Thursday. Bye.